Hi, I'm Charles Henry. You made me... Fuck. You made me... I'm not going to be able to do it now.
What's so special about the Echonaut, and what sets it apart from other amps of its class?
As far as all the amps I can think of, you can get more tones out of this with a simple control set than any other thing I can think of. And, you know, people will lump it into a tier with other amps as far as like feature set or how it's priced or whatever. But like as far as tonal quality, I think it like punches well above its weight class, you know. I love all my amps. I don't release an amp unless I love it. So I like everyone that's come before, but the Micronaut feels like my baby more than the other ones do for some reason. I don't know why. And I just wanted to expand on that line. You know, like that thing is so fun to play, but I like pushing the boundaries, and I wanted a speaker cab that matched it well. So I tuned to 10. You know, I wanted something that we didn't already offer that kind of filled the gap between the Micronaut and the Silktone amp. And it just felt right. It felt like the most fun thing to do right now. And there's more stuff in the pipeline for sure, but this just seemed like the correct and most fun next step. Like I had so much fun designing it and playing it that I just couldn't like, it wasn't supposed to come out next. I have other amps that were supposed to come next, but I couldn't think about them anymore because as soon as I started this one, it was like, oh fuck, I have to finish this. Like this has to be the one because I'm obsessed with it right now, and I need to get this out to the world and let everyone else see how fun it is. One of the most unique and like cool things about it that I like is like both the familiarity of the tube set and the tones you can get out of that with EL84s being the primary like drive center. But really exploring that and expanding on it and getting more than you would expect out of that kind of tube set. I feel like everyone who has a little EL84 amp or people who have heard little EL84 amps, like they kind of have a character tone that you would expect. When you tune it well, it can be as full range as a 6L6 or a KT66 or whatever, and still impart this like really magical drive character. Take everything you know about a EL84 and a 10-inch speaker and throw it out the fucking window, because this thing can do way more than any other little setup like that can. So this thing actually, it doesn't look like it because it's only a 10, and a lot of people have the wrong idea about 10s because of how they've existed in the guitar world up until now. Not that I recreated the wheel or anything, but I like bassy tones, man. Like, you know that I like bassy fuzz. I like really low stuff. I'm always getting in the bassist sway, and it's just the way I like to play. So this amp actually goes lower than even like our parallel. So even though it's a 10, it goes flat to 40 hertz. So you can play bass through it. It's fucking killer with baritone. And then with guitar, it's awesome. If you want to tune those frequencies out, you just, you know, put the tilt EQ a little up so it takes the bass out, and then you're in guitar zone again. The actual cab dimensions and cab design are what brought all the low end out of this. So I'm sure a lot of people will be like, oh my God, I wish it came in a 12 or whatever, but you should hear it. You should listen to it because it sounds bigger than most 12s out there. Hi, I'm Charles Henry. You may remember me from such films as Overdrive Plus with Charles Henry, Micronaut, a microdoc with Charles Henry, and everyone's favorite, Fuzz Plus with Charles and Charles, starring Charles Henry. Join us now. You can't laugh. Join us now as I explore the limitations of gain, 10-inch speakers, and reverb in our new film, Echonaut, an echo doc. Duck. With me, Charles Henry.
Perfect.
Oh, we got it.
All right, that's good.
We'll make that work. So.